Alright, boys, what's going on? We are so freaking back. $422 day, huge win, and man, it feels good to finally get a win back under our belt. Jesus Christ. It feels good. It feels good. Very good setup. I made some adjustments to my system because I feel like for me, the type of personality, the type of person I am, I'm relatively impatient. So like for me to wait for a 5 minute gap tap every time I want to take a continuation trade is just unrealistic. And like the more I have to wait for a setup to happen, the more I'm gonna fuck up and you know what I mean, go on tilt because I'm like so impatient and restless. So what can I do? Either just keep messing up and taking bad trades, or I could adjust my system and retain a higher win rate, but just adjust it so that it fits my personality type a little more. So everything is the same with what I'm doing. As you guys see, I go onto the higher time frames to start off, and I try to find some sort of draw. Now, we have very, very bullish price action, as you guys see. So for me to go short, I need to see some sort of high and external liquidity to be taken to then anticipate a retrace. But then I'd also need some sort of higher time frame inverse or break of structure or something in terms of the 5 or 15 minute. So what did I do? I went on a 4 hour and I saw this high right here, right? That high right there. But when I was looking at price, I'm like, dude, when market opens, I'm like, dude, that is so far away. What is like a closer draw that I can find and have it very, very high probability of it getting hit? And I went on the 1 hour and I scrolled to the left, and what do you guys see? A beautiful, unmitigated 1 hour fair value gap right here. So I had that as my draw. We are super, super bullish on every single time frame, right? Every single time frame. So as we're trending up, I have all these imbalances marked out. So this one's a 15 minute, we zoom past. And what I've been noticing with the futures, these indexes, is they don't retrace. They just rip up to their target without any sort of retracement on the 15 minute. So I had that 15 minute gap, no tap, 5 minute gap, no tap, another 5 minute gap, no tap, another 5 minute gap, no tap. But now let's go into what actually got tapped. I went on to the 2 minute. Ooh, boy, scary stuff right here. But I went on to 2 minute, right? And we got a beautiful fair value gap. Take this. This high, this line represents that 1 hour fair value gap. So I'm targeting that point in price, and I'm looking at the time frames. What PD array could help us get there? So we have this 2 minute fair value gap. I'm also using 1 minute fair value gaps, but I saw there was two here, so I wanted to wait for the higher time frame one to form. So I waited for that 2 minute gap. We get that retracement into the gap. Then I go down to the lower time frames. And what do we get? We get a beautiful, I actually did this on the 15-second, boys. But this is grease. This is grease. But I'm scalping on the lower time frames because these are the kind of trades that are presenting themselves. I'm going to take what the market gives me, you know? So this is 15-second gap. We see it get inversed right here. Stop loss at this low. Take profit at this high right here. I went break even after this high. Boom. We get a wick above that high. I move to break even, risk-free trade, and boom, we just caught an easy 27 points, 400 USD. Now my balance is actually positive. The first time I've ever had a positive balance on an XFA. Boys, this is a W day, straight W. Now let's see what else could happen here. So we're in that 1 hour fair value gap, I believe, or did we break out of it already? Did we inverse it? Let's check. Man, that was so fire. That was such a clean, easy continuation trade. And when you're on the low time frames like that, it could get very volatile, very volatile. But I'm just I'm not trading all day. I'm not a high frequency guy. I just want to see a target that I think is gonna get hit for sure. And I want to see what time frames give me the best setups. I'm not gonna just we didn't inverse it completely, but almost. But now, where could we be going? I think we're going for this 4-hour high. I think we're going to take out this 4-hour high. So, if I didn't already catch the move, we can erase these lines. These were my bearish draws. Just my bearish draws, if I got some bearish price action, would have been these imbalances down here, right? Because I'm not going to target these lows because these imbalances could provide like a support for bullish price. But right now, that is my draw. So let's go and we'll see. We go from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. So higher time frame, we want to see the most recent higher time frame gap. So that's the most recent 15-minute gap right there. 5-minute, boom, another opportunity right here. 5-minute gap right here, boom. So right now I'd be waiting for these two, and let's see what happens. I'm not gonna take anything else because this is a beautiful. I'll lock my shit out. This is a beautiful day, but yeah, boys. It's so important to have your draw and just execute on that. Let's see, are we in a 2-minute gap right now? No. I'd like to wait to hit this 5-minute personally, but we are somewhat reacting off of this 1-minute gap here, but we kind of inversed it, so I don't know. But if we can get an inverse of this 1-minute gap, that would be an entry as well. So something like this could play out here if we get that inverse though, you know. I'm not just gonna go blind here. Man, dude, all these haters, all these doubters, man, they don't know what is coming, boys. Don't let anyone mess with your self-belief, dude. And if you have to lock yourself away and, you know, to help avoid the noise, then you better do that. Because once you let people affect your belief in yourself, and once you start doubting yourself, you're going to manifest those doubts. Like, you have to be rock solid upstairs, boys. Rock solid. You cannot let these people, these normal people, influence what you're trying to do, because they're giving you advice from a normal person standpoint. The people trying to give you advice, do they have the life you want to live, bro? I don't think so. Most of the time, it's not. Most of the time, it's not. And we're also young at the same time. I mean, speaking from my personal standpoint, I'm a young guy, you know. I have so much time. You know, I'm happy I started doing this as young as I did, because I have skills right now that, like, the skill I'm developing, I could take advantage of that my entire life. Like, a lot of people get into trading once they're already established in their full-time career or whatever, when they're like in their 30s, 40s, you know, and then they realize, like, oh shit, dude, like, I could have been doing this the whole time. I could have been making this kind of money the whole time. Like, it fucking messes with your head. And, like, if you're gonna take a risk, now is the time to take that risk. You know what I mean? At age 20, 21. People are saying, oh, you're wasting a year, dude. Bro, I could work any normal job for the next 50, 40 years. Why the fuck? Why the hell would I start when I'm 20, when I have other things I want to do, other dreams to chase? I'm not gonna settle and go grind 12 hours a day knowing that I'm gonna make so much more money doing something else, you know? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. So we're getting that inverse. This would be a trade right here. This would be a trade once this candle closes. Boom. That would be the trade. Stop there. Probably go break even after this high, honestly. Like, this would be or as soon as we take that high, move the stop to here. This 1 minute for rally gap. But yeah, that'll do it for today. Nothing really more to go into. Great trade. I'll show you guys executions. A little scalp action right here. Boom. Bought 8 micros, sold 8. And there you go. I wanted to go a little heavier because I was so confident in the trade. So I risked 300 USD instead of my normal 200. The last 2 days, I lost 170, as you guys see here. 170, 170. So this one win blew out both those losses, which is nice to see. Ooh, we're getting some drawdown here, boys. Let's see what would happen on ES2. And we also had this draw too, but I didn't get involved. When market opened, let's take this off. So when market opened in the morning, I was initially targeting this data high from CPI news, but we just didn't get any entry into it. Like, no fair value gap tap on the 1 minute, nothing. I don't think on the 2 minute. Yeah, just no real. And I'm not gonna take trades out of 30-second gaps. Personally, that's a little sketchy, but I will take 30-minute and 15-second confirmation like entries, but I'm not gonna use those lower time frame PD arrays because the 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute are way more probable to work than like a 15-second gap. You know, those shits get inversed all the time. But yeah, I was initially targeting this data high. I knew this was gonna get taken out. As soon as I saw price sweep this low, we break structure. This honestly could have been an entry as well. This trade could have been an entry as well. There's just so much opportunity. When you have your draw, and don't get married to your bias, you need price to confirm what you're seeing in your draw. But once you see price sweep sell side liquidity in terms of these lows, and then we get a huge inverse / break of structure, that's price telling you, that's the market telling you, okay, the draw are these data highs. Because that's like a magnet, you know? And that's a beautiful, almost 1 hour trade. If you put at the body 1.15, as soon as we take out these highs, probably go break even. So as soon as we take out those highs, we go break even, and boom, just straight displacement towards your target. This shit is free, boys. Just wait for days like this, trendy days, and you will make money. Yeah, let's see how this is doing. Ooh, we're getting reversals now. So good thing we moved our stop. That would have been a small loss right there on this trade. But again, like I said, I wanted to wait for this 5 minute or 2 minute gap to what's it called, get the entry out of. So right now, I'd be waiting for this 5 minute gap to get tapped. But again, we still are pretty far from this target, so I wouldn't be the most sure about taking this trade because I want to see the retrace happen relatively close to the target, because that's even more confidence that, okay, we're so close, like we're definitely gonna hit it before we see a reaction. But this price right now is in a 1 hour bearish gap, as you guys know from my target before. So I would be weary. I wouldn't risk I wouldn't go heavy. I would take a little less risk on this sort of setup. But look, we get that gap tap. Let's see on the 32nd. There's no fair value gap, nothing. I couldn't take this. On the 1 minute, we don't even have a gap on the 1 minute either. There's no entry here. There's no entry. Honestly, from a 5 minute gap, when we see a rejection candle like this, that's confirmation in itself. So maybe something like this. Is it that far away? Yeah, but look at that though. That's such a free high, dude, in my opinion. So I would honestly take that and then go break even, or take partials at this high here. So this is just like demo / back testing for me. I like to do this after I get my win or loss, just to put the reps in, because these trades are valid. And the more you practice, taking good entries, waiting for price to retrace to your PD arrays, the better you're gonna be at executing in real time. But it looks like we're gonna take out our highs and go break even relatively soon. Man, I'm just so hyped, dude. I'm so ready for what's to come in the future, dude. I'm so ready for God to just turn me into and help me get the results that I've been dreaming of. Four more winning days, I can request my first payout too. We're just messing around here. But ideally, I do like to see an inverse of some sort of fair value gap. So the fact that there aren't any bearish gaps I could have taken are a little sketchy, but I do like this rejection candle. These candles paint a picture, and this 5 minute looks really nice too. I would be pretty surprised if we don't at least take out these highs and go break even. Looks like we're getting that now. We had CPI 830. Apparently very bullish. I don't know, 2.3%. I don't believe these numbers. I'm just gonna be honest. I do not think inflation's at 2%. Let's just see how this one goes. Take my little picture for a thumbnail. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Seems like we're getting that push. Man, trading is so stressful. You gotta develop a system that takes all of the emotion and stress out of it, because like if you're not sure, you're not confident in the trades you take, you're gonna be in turmoil the whole time. You're gonna be like in a state of panic, and it's pure adrenaline, and that's not how professionals trading. Your heart shouldn't be pumping for a fucking 50K express account. I have to get better I'm putting too much pressure and too much weight on these trades, and that's what tweaks me out, and that's what enables me to make bad decisions. I have to just be carefree and focus on the pure price action. That's why I like to take out these. I like to hide all my numbers up here, because it's just purely psychological. Like when I don't have these in my face, my P&L is in my face. This is up here, I'm telling you, to screw with you. They definitely include this to mess with you, because they know that normal people, they're looking at their P&L and they're making decisions based off of their P&L and their balance. When you should make your trading decisions, based off of the charts. Like you don't set your take TPs and stop losses based on P&L, bro. Why are you taking the trade? You're taking the trade are you taking your trade for P&L reasons, or are you taking it because it's an actually good setup, We're getting a lot of chop here. This isn't looking too hot. How's ES looking? Do we have any SMTs? Not really. What did we take out on here? Are we in a 4-hour? I think we are in this 4-hour gap right here. Oh no. There's the 4-hour gaps right here. On ES, this is one of my targets, because it's 4-hour unmitigated gap. What about the 1 hour? What kind of? Yeah, we did take out these highs though. I think these are free though. I would be very confident in ES also hitting this level before we get a retrace. As you guys see, price hits my 5-minute gap level. And on ES, we still don't even get that inverse. We have a little inverse right here. Boom, take it right here. Stop loss here. That's a 1.6 right there alone. But it looks like we would be getting cooked alive, but stop loss is still in a good spot. NQ is definitely the more bullish pair, and that's why, as you see, the difference in how the trade would be playing out. But these are both good ideas, and if we don't get what we want to see, then price will just simply retrace down to our next level of imbalance. So if we inverse this 50, see, this is the thing though, like I would never short into this. Look at how much defense the Bulls have. This is how you look at offense and defense. Offense is like clear targets. Like, so if you're bullish and you're playing offense, that means there's a lot of highs nearby that you think price is going to go up to take. And the defense is all of these fair value gaps. Like we're not going to be taking out any sort of low anytime soon, just because of how much defense we have above these lows. We have so much D. So much D. I love the D. Got so much of it. Alright, I'm going to end this video because this trade is pretty much irrelevant to me. Just good for just practice. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Hype after this W. Let's chase this pape, baby. Make the pape. Make the pape. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys caught some nice movement. There was a lot of long opportunity today. And yeah, deuces. It's only 10:40. Done for the day. Decent. All right. See you, boys.